नहीं नहीं, बड़ा ये बड़ा नहीं होता, बड़ा नहीं होता, बड़ा नहीं होता। बड़ा नहीं होता, नहीं नहीं, बहुत भी बड़ा ये सॉफ्टवेयर है। हाँ, सॉफ्टवेयर इतना ही होता है, बड़ा नहीं होता।
अरे बहुत बार पब्लिश करते ना, कोई चेंज नहीं करते। 10 बार पब्लिश।
Again, I am requesting you, all of you, any correction in the entities, any correction in the entities, or any overall.
I got it.
Okay. So all the satisfactory. Everybody entities are correct. Huh?
You want the HDMI?
ये बड़ा नहीं हो रहा है, ये अल्फाबेट बड़ा नहीं हो रहा है, एनलार्ज नहीं हो रहा है।
अरे 10 बार पब्लिश कर दिया।
ठीक है। Then I request the General Secretary of Maharashtra Badminton, Srikant Nawazji, to welcome all of you for the Senior National Badminton Championship.
Next time, you can do whatever you want.
Where are you going? I'll sit here.
No.
Sit here. Mir, please sit here. Sit here.
This most prestigious tournament to us, and we have entrusted this responsibility of conducting this tournament to the Pune District and Metropolitan Badminton Association. I welcome you to this heritage city. I don't want to take much time, but I just want to ensure once again, already the organizing secretary, Mr. Ranjit Nathu, has explained to you almost each and every detail. So in case anyone has any other difficulty, any other question, so please feel free to ask us. We will try our level best to sort it out. I think the main concern which some of the officials I met today, they're saying that from Hotel Ramna to here, the walk is a little too long in this sun. But I think there are vehicles also provided, and Mr. Ranjit Nathu just now mentioned that there is a shorter cut to come to the stadium. So if you use that, it will not be more than say 600-700 meters. So I think you should try and do that. There is a security guy who if you show the room card, then they will allow you to, they'll open the gate and allow you to come inside near the stadium directly. So I think there's no issue on that. I hope all the other arrangements are fine. And if you have any question, please don't hesitate. Just check with us right now or later on individually. But the draws will take place now, and the event will start at 8 o'clock in the morning with the formal inauguration at 11 o'clock at the hands of legendary Prakash Parukon. And on behalf of my president, Sri Arun Nakhani, and our team of NBA, I would like to once again assure you that your stay will be most comfortable here. and you will carry good memories. And last but not the least, wishing all of you a very best of luck. Thank you.
Yeah, no, not all. You explain the letters. Yeah. Now the referee will explain the pattern of the tournament.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the team managers meeting of the 84th Senior National Championship 22-23. Let me introduce myself. I'm Anthony Dodd from Kerala. I'm the referee for this tournament. And you have my telephone number, WhatsApp number, everything is here. And so Uday Sane is the deputy referee for this tournament, and his numbers, everything is here. Please note that you can come to any one of us for any decision. Once the referee gives a decision, that is final on that point. You don't have to approach the other referee. I stay at the Orchid Hotel also. I am in room 1212. If at all you need to contact me for anything, and I'll be there after the playing hours. Mr. Srikanth Ward, Mr. Ranjit Natu, Manjush, everybody you have met already. Facilities offered by the organizers. There is actually a players' lounge this side on the same floor, where you will have beverages, water dispenser, cookies available in the players' lounge. Free Wi-Fi is available for all the players and officials. You can get the password, everything if you want to. Updates will be available on tournament software, and of course, you can, if at all you need a printed version of the draw or the results, everything, you can always collect from match control. Play will be in accordance with the BAI regulations for this tournament, apart from all standard BWF regulations, laws of badminton, GCR, ITTO, etc., etc., code of conduct, players' code of conduct, coaches and educators' code of conduct, etc., etc. The 8 main courts and the 4 practice courts are available for you for practice today from 2 to 7, slightly extended also. The practice schedule was already published. I'm sure the time is already over. You must have already utilized your practice courts already. There will be no practice courts available from tomorrow onwards. In the practice hall, you must have seen there are 4 courts. 1 court will be now used only for warm-up. 3 courts for warm-up, and 1 court will be used only for stretching throughout the tournament. This tournament will not use the fixed height equipment, so we are back to the old law of alternate service law 9.1.6 will apply. We are not using the fixed height equipment, so it's not 1.15. It's back to the waist and the racket. The shaft and the racket head being pointing in a downward direction. So these laws will come back for this tournament. Responsibility of team managers. You are all here representing your players. Please remember to attend any managers meeting or any meeting called for by the referees or the organizers. Report any player withdrawals. Support the information flow which is coming from the referee team or the organizing team that has to be informed to the players. Please remember that you are responsible for your team conduct and good sportsmanship. This is the competition schedule for the next 5 days. Tomorrow, 8 o'clock, we start with the round of 128 or 164 for all the 5 events. We have approximately 177 matches. That could be up and down a few depending on actual. This is what the T2 file has got. And on Saturday, we started. So before that, as Mr. Ranjit Natu and Mr. Srikanth had already informed, there will be a break at 11 o'clock for the opening ceremony. So our last matches may be around 10-20 or so, depending on the schedule, and then we'll have a break for 1 hour, and then we restart at around 12, and then continue with the rest of our schedule. So men's singles and women's singles, all events, the first round matches will be played tomorrow. Of course, some of you will have buys, so those players who are probably seeded players may not. Some of the seeded players may not have a match tomorrow. Anyway, this is the rest of the schedule. For Saturday morning, we will have the men's and women's singles round of 64 also, and then as per the schedule, we can do it. This is our stadium layout. Many of you must have already seen it. So we'll be using 8 courts on the first 2 days. As you must have seen here, we are using 8 courts for the first 2 days. When it comes to the round of 16, 6 courts, quarterfinal will be on 4 courts, semi-final the 10 matches on 2 courts, and the final on 1 court. So these are our 8 courts. So these are the 2 courts, 7 and 8, which will go off first. You can see these 8 courts here, and this is the assembly area where the players need to be there at 10 minutes before the scheduled start of time. This is your assembly area, and you can see this is very close to the 3 warm-up courts. The technical officials will be right here, very close to the assembly area. Okay. Roughly the same thing. Walk on and walk off the court. For the first match of the session, players to be at the assembly point 10 minutes before the scheduled start of time. And for subsequent matches, the players to be at the assembly point when the leading score becomes 11 points. Players shall walk in and off the court along with the technical officials. The technical officials, all the umpires, the line judges will be at the assembly point. Please walk in along with them. They will guide you to the court and on and off the court. Clothing regulations. Player's name on the back of the shirt is mandatory from the day 1. Shall be identical with the name registered as the last name on either the BWF database or on the BAI database. From quarterfinal onwards, doubles partners must wear clothing of the same color, and it's also mandatory that opposing players should wear significantly different colored clothing. So please keep at least 2 colors of clothing in your bags when you come on court. Change of clothing during interval, they must change with the same color of clothing, and also the first choice of color goes if 2 players come to the assembly point with the same color clothing. The choice of color clothing goes to the higher ranked player. So please note that lower ranked players should keep a spare clothing of a different color. Lettering on the shirt, capital letters 6 to 10 centimeter. Instead of country name, here it's a state name or the institution name. If at all it is there, it should be not more than, it should be exactly 5 centimeters. Advertising regulations. You can have your advertisement on 9 different locations on your shirt, but only 5 are allowed on any 9 of these, so maximum of 5. In addition to these 5, 1 BWF mark may also be worn, and each ad should not be more than 20 square centimeter. On the front of your shirt, you can have these 5 advertisements plus the BWF mark, and each one of them should not be more than 20 square centimeter. Apart from this, you can also have a band of 10 centimeter in the front and 5 centimeter at the back. Other advertisements, 2 advertisements not more than 20 square centimeter allowed on each sock. All other articles of clothing, including your shorts, only 1 advertisement of 20 square centimeter. Nowadays, you also see a technology mark, not more than 10 square centimeters also allowed on your shirt. Should not display any tattoo, paint, taping, etc. Shuttlecocks for this tournament, we are using AS30. Referee will decide the speed of shuttlecock. Tomorrow we will do the shuttle testing and then decide which is the right speed to use. Players are not allowed to test the shuttle during the match. The final decision on whether to change the shuttle during the play will be with the umpire. Knock-up time on the court, not more than 2 minutes. Because there is no TV, the 2 minutes is not a mandatory one, but not more than 2 minutes. The 2 minutes warm-up time or the preparation time starts when the umpire sits on the chair and until he calls play. Toweling, drinking during a match. Contact on court should not hold up play. At the discretion of the umpire, umpire may allow quick toweling or have a quick drink. Must be ready to play if at all there is a mopping done. Players must be ready to come back on court when the mopping is over. There will be a full-fledged medical team in our hall here. We will have physios on the FOP. Also, we have a full-fledged medical room with all facilities. We'll have an ambulance on standby. We have a stretcher, wheelchair, everything ready to take care of any emergencies. If an injury happens on court, only the umpire will of course raise his hand. The referee will come on court and he may bring the doctor or the paramedic if required. He may also require anybody else to assist him if required. The tournament doctor shall examine and give advice. However, the decision to continue to play or not rests with the player. However, there shall be no treatment that causes undue delay on the court. Medical sprays, you are only allowed, one player is only allowed only one spray during a match, only once during a match. However, the player can bring his own spray and use it during the intervals with the permission of the umpire. And the bleeding is stopped. Line judges, for all our preliminary matches up to the quarter final, we will have only 4 line judges. For the quarter final, we will have 8 line judges. For the semi-final and final, we will have the full quota of all the 10 line judges covering every single line. Coaches and educators' code of conduct: must sit in your designated chairs. Return to the designated chairs as soon as the umpire calls 20 seconds. Coaching is not allowed from the moment the players have taken up position to serve and receive the next serve while the shuttle is not in play. Earlier, you must have heard, you know that coaching is not allowed when shuttle is not in play. However, this is a recent change. It says that once the players have taken up position to serve and receive, no more coaching. Once the players have taken up their positions to serve and receive, there shall be no more coaching. Must not shout or cause any distraction. Of course, should not wear inappropriate clothing. Do not step over A boards. If you need to move from one court to another, do so only when the shuttle is not in play. Do not use any electronic device while you are sitting in the coach's chair. If at all you have any issue on the court, please do not rush to the umpire. Please come to one of us. We are here to resolve your issue. Do not move your A chairs around. Do not move your coach's chairs around. Find the position you want to move a little bit towards one side to see clearly. Please don't. We have taken care of various things while putting those chairs in that position. We have the TVs close to you. We have the light judges sitting close to you. Please do not move your chairs around. And if possible, do not bring your bags on court. Players' code of conduct. All these things can result in cards being issued. Failure to use best efforts. Influencing technical officials. Please do not shout in or out before the line judge is given a decision. Please do not try to influence him. Using indecent language on court, obscene or offensive gestures, not complying with goodwill formalities, speaking coaching during play, abuse of shuttlecocks, abuse of racket, oral physical abuse, unsportsmanlike conduct can all result in cards being issued. Players must not try to influence line judge by any action. I just told you. Dispute or discuss the umpire's decision whether the line call is overruled or not. Remember, the referee cannot change any decision on line call. Bring along any necessary equipment to the court as long as play will be continuous, and players are not allowed to leave the court during play. Switch off cell phone. If the coach wants to pass something to the players, please talk to the referee. The presentation ceremony on the last day will be held after each final. Yeah, okay, we'll see that later.
Each final or after all final?
Presentation ceremony will be after each final. The presentation ceremony on the last day after each.
I think we'll decide.
Okay, that will be later.
We'll decide it later. Because we still don't know who all are coming.
Okay, please remember the semi-finalists are also being awarded medals. So the losing semi-finals should be present on the final day. With prize, of course. Yeah. All prize winners must be present during the presentation. Players must can wear their tracksuits. There must be cannot carry rackets and racket bats to the podium, of course. Any questions? Okay, now it's time for the draw that you have been waiting for. I leave it to
Just one small.
Sure.
Before the inauguration function at 11 o'clock, which has been planned at 11 o'clock, during the function we will have the oath taking ceremony, and we have selected Chirag Shetty from Petroleum Board, and Malvika Mansoor. All the players and they played the role. So all the concerned managers need to see that players are set at that time in their proper kitting, taking goals. Okay? Tomorrow 11. Yes.
Yes. Now the game starts. Once the players are ready to start, that is it. No going violent. Not in play, of course you can. It is not from the beginning to the end. Once you are ready to serve and see the shuttle from the ground again.
Now we are going to make our senior national draws. I request Mr. Prasad to show the seating first, then after followed by the men singles draw. I request from two zones. I call zone wise. One step will come, one person manager or coach. Second zone, one manager coach will come here. If they don't have, they will make the draw here. Both will be our witness for the making the draw. Okay. So we start the process.
First, men singles, I am announcing the seedings first. Thank you, sir. HS Pranay, top seed. Srikanth, second seed. Alap Mishra, third. Kaushal, fourth seed. Abhishek Saini, Chandigarh, fifth seed. Rahul Yadav, Railway, sixth seed. Ansal Yadav, seventh. Jagdish, eighth seed. M. Tarun, 9th. Harshal Dani, 10th seed. Varun Kapoor, 11th. Raghu M. Karnataka, 12th. Pranavarav Gandham, 13th seed. Bhargav S, 14th. Aditya Bapinidu, 15th seed. Shubhankar Day, Maharashtra, 16th.
How we take the seedings?
So the seedings as per BAA of 30 as on 31st January. Remaining seeds as per BA ranking. So now, so we call it.
The man singles draw. I request one manager coach from West Zone and one from Northeast Zone. Please come forward here for making the draw. From West Zone.
Come on. Come.
West. Yes.
Come, sir.
West Zone from Mukesh Kasigar and Northeast Zone from Intel Raman, Assam. Make it pick out. Take both of them signature, okay? Full name and signature still. Now they are responsible in making the draw.
So there is a blank draw.
It's blank draw. Bata do sab.
Total 115 is size of 138.
That's why Kudi ko ऐसा setting.
Redraw.
Okay, labor to आपस.
Next. Yes, no. Bye.
Separate step क्या पसंद?
No, surprise नहीं. Bye.
Separation को सब करो.
Your turn, double click. So no, you are not going to separate.
Separate. Require separation?
No, I have not separating back. Separate.
Separation कितना बड़ा?
Stay. Optimal separation. Then next. Slowly, sir. Okay. Finish.
Yes, करो. Draw हो गया? No. First you will check the
Check that, no?
First check it.
But then signature.
No. First check it, then their signature. Up separation देखो इसके
What is it?
आप चेक करो ना एक बार सेपरेशन हो गया स्टेप हाँ हो गया सब साइन करो पेज में स्टेबल मारो स्टेबल नहीं है सर फुल नेम सिग्नेचर स्टेप
हाँ हाँ
उसको दिखा दो ना एक बार उधर में सबको दिखा दो उधर में सर एक बार देखा ड्रॉ दिखा दो
इसलिए देख देख
हाँ नहीं आ रहा ठीक है बॉस any role we can do it here now.
It's okay?
After going to the possible. People ask why
It's okay?
let us redo it now. Classical thing. All pace. Yes, all pace. Draw हो गया ना सर
हाँ हो गया
सेकंड जीप
ओके
ओके गलती तो नहीं होना
उमन सिंह इज
नेक्स्ट इसको हो जाने दो Omen singles. One from central zone, one from each zone. Please come forward. आप कहाँ से? Central zone. Each zone. Any manager, coach, please come forward from each zone. कहाँ का है? हाँ?
उमन सिंह इज
आप एक बार चेक करो हाँ।
मानसी सिंह फर्स्ट सीट तान्या हेमंत सेकंड सीट अदिति राव थर्ड सीट अनुपमा फोर्थ श्रेयांशी वलशेट्टी फिफ्थ सीट ताराशा सिक्स्थ सीट सेवंथ सीट आशी रावत एथ सीट मधुमिता नाइन्थ श्रुति मुंडाड़ा 10th सीट मेघना रेड्डी 11th सीट दीपशिका 12th सीट पूर्वा बारवे 13th सीट दीपशिका सिंह 14th अनुरा प्रभुदेसाई 15th सीट साक्षी बोगट 16th total 111 entries okay 120 days come आराम से
आप देखो वेरिएबल को अच्छे से देखो
एक नेक्स्ट स्टेट सेपरेशन है आपके हाँ नेक्स्ट फिनिश
एक काम करो आप होटल में जाओ हाँ 2 आदमी को लाना है वो अरे रमणा हाँ रमणा आपका नंबर मैं आपको दे रहा हूँ आप इमीडिएटली चला रहा हूँ Huh? What no? Not now. Last blow will be. Last blow again. And then first blow. Next. You check. You check it. Grizzly. Listen.
Side. Okay.
This is the.
Next, men's doubles.
Now we are going to do men's doubles. Huh? Please throw the
Dhruv Kapela, Chirag Shetty.
shank in the
First seed. Hariharan Ruban, second one. Deep Rambia, Akshan Shetty, third. Kushal Prakash Raj, fourth. Mohammad Ram Aman Ash Raikar, fifth seed. Manjeet Singh, Dinku Singh, sixth. Achyutadit Rao, Venkata Harshvardhan, seventh seed. Anjan and Ranjan, eighth seed. Total 62 entries. 64%. Anybody? Any? Two. Call.
East zone and central zone. Na? Okay, next. North zone and south zone. Please come. One. From one north zone, one from south zone. Huh? South zone, north zone. Airport and PSPB. Madam, please come.
You're from Telangana.
So you make it, na?
Big drop.
Madam, you check it. You are a witness, check it.
Next. Next. Finish.
किसने बनाया था? कमेंट टेबल आप लोग
Okay.
कमेंट टेबल ओके साइन हो गया ना? हाँ? इसमें भी करना पड़ेगा सेकंड
Woman doubles. Correct.
जस्ट
Check Mixer doubles. Yes. Punch करके. Mixer doubles.
जस्ट
Raman. Mixer doubles.
आरबीआई राकेश शेखर कहाँ गया राकेश शेखर
Okay, sir. Awesome.
anyone from RBI LIC and from my zone
Proceedings. Ishan Bhatnagar, Tanish Crasto, top seed. Navneet Bokka, Priya Devi Gupta, third seed. Total 52 entries. Come. It's a blank row. Great. Next. Next. Okay.
Finish this one or will this to explain? No, teacher, will select. You will explain. I will explain. I'll follow. मैडम हो गया साइन हो गया आपका मैडम का साइन लिया कौन सा एडमिट था आपका कमेंट डाउन चेकिंग
Okay.
so just wait some just wait some time अभी मैचिंग
One single scan.
मैचिंग
Done.
हो गया ना ठीक है
Just done.
let's finish this one कौन है मंगेश इंडिया Ladies and gentlemen, one important announcement. The men's singles draw. The men's singles draw. Technically, little bit wrong in the draw. The technical methods will explain by the chief referee how it is wrong, and we are going to make again the draw in front of you, all of you.
Yeah, while checking the draw, we have seen that the
Silent place, very important note.
the men's singles draw, while checking, we have seen that the separation has not happened. Is probably because while we were clicking it, it has become a double click, and with that, the operation of optimal separation has not happened. So we are finding that in the draw, the two players from the same state are playing each other in the first round. So we will have to do a redraw. By saying that, I just want to bring to your attention one more thing. In doubles, whenever a pair is made up of two different states or two different institutions, they are considered as not coming from either state. So if I say that two players from same state playing against the same state with another partner, it is considered as different states. So that will not be in the same state playing each other. That will be considered as separation. Okay? Just focus.
Please explain. What happened now? You also come now. I think you all know him. He is Greece Tatu. He is a chairperson of Badminton Asia. Very technical. As far as he has tried to make a redraw.
Do you want to display that? Here you can see that the serial number 114, 115 and 116. Arunachal Pradesh, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, they are playing against each other in first round. It is definitely not as per our procedure of state separation. And the only solution is to have a redraw. You cannot manually interchange somewhere. No, that is not the procedure. Okay, so that is why we will clear the draw now. The original draw is here, just in case anybody wants to refer. It is here. Now he is clearing the draw, and in your presence, somebody will come and click, but click slowly, one by one. Let him explain what happens.
डबल क्लिक हो गया
डबल क्लिक मत फिर से मत करो.
Manisha Krishna, Nagar, I am Chhattisgarh. Mixed up this.
No, just I'm clearing Mansingh. So I'm clearing draw now. Mansingh is draw. Clear draw.
Yeah,
Mansingh is
backup नहीं है ना?
backup. है backup है.
Yeah, he should be doing it.
Okay. Now there is no draw. Mansingh is again we are making same. Yes. Make draw. Make.
If still there is some kind of draw is observed, then in presence of VR, if necessary, he will take the draw. If necessary. He will check.
Sign.
Sign.
Sign कर. बाद में.
इसको ठीक है ना
So first. Maharashtra speed.
इसका हाथ का काम
Double फटफट. Double click.
मीडिया पूछेगा ना हम बोलेगा महाराष्ट्र ने गड़बड़ किया है ये तो जरूर कभी क्वेश्चन आएगा मेरा पर
Yeah, excuse me again, please, 1 second. So now that the draw is done, we will try and publish the schedule for tomorrow as soon as possible. See, the general competition schedule was explained to you during my briefing. However, there can be any changes at the discretion of the referees and the DA. There could be or changes required.
Mix down इसका. Thank you.
डबल मार दिया
पता है मैं देखा एक्चुअली अनामत एक बार राइट करने सब गलत है वो ऑप्टिमल सप्रेशन के लिए तब टू क्लिक वो स्किप कर दे
अभी ठीक हुआ
अभी वो ठीक है
अभी 2 मिनट में बात ऑप्शन है